What's up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another post-game recap. I know it's a day late, but I was gone last night. I did, however, get to watch the second half when I got back, and the Lakers took off, especially spearheaded by one Rajon Rondo, who, in my opinion, has been playing good all season long. I know that some people have been wanting him to, uh, play limited minutes and all that, but I'm all for Rondo playing a lot of minutes when he's playing the way he did yesterday. He was one of the main reasons JaVale McGee was sensational, and then LeBron James did his job to close out the game. We snap a 16-game losing streak in Portland, so that's the best part, right? We get that dub, man. It was a tough one for sure. And just like we predicted, I don't know if you guys remember, but in the pregame, I said the Lakers need to get a double-digit lead going into the fourth because we know Damian Lillard and CJ are going to heat up real quick. In my opinion, the best offensive backcourt. Yes, I know you have Clay and Curry. But for some reason, I think Lillard and CJ are just, I don't know, more offensive. They just go off more often, in my opinion. Curry and Clay, to me, they're extremely good, but they take a lot of games off in between the season and including the playoffs. And they have a better team as well. But it was good to get that win, guys. It was great to see JaVale continuing to protect the rim. 6 blocks. My God, the man's a beast. He's a man-child, defensive player of the year. Definitely my favorite this year for him. And not just that, but again, Rondo was sensational, right? The way he controlled the pace of the game, the way he was getting into the paint and finishing or dishing. He could even shoot the three, which is something that he struggled with during the early part of his career. But as of the last couple of seasons, he's been shooting it at a much higher clip. All this is great. We are now 4-5, and tonight we play Toronto. Now, that'll be very interesting to see if we can come out with a dub and go to 500, right? That's what I want to see. I want to see the Lakers get back to 500 and then start playing with a level playing field from there on out. But it's going to be a tough game tonight, Toronto, man, at 6 p.m. Pacific time. It's going to be crazy. We know Kawhi Leonard's a game-time decision, so we're not sure if he's going to play or not, but hopefully not. That'll really make it a lot easier for us, hopefully. But my thoughts on tonight's game are we absolutely need a rebound, box out, because they have a lot of guys like Serge, Valanciunas, guys like that can really crash the glass, get themselves some second chance points and opportunities. And we need to stop the bench players like Fred VanVleet and guys like that. We know what Kyle Lowry can do. Again, we know with Kawhi, if he plays tonight, what he can do. But it's the other guys. The other guys, we need to prevent Serge Ibaka from dropping like a 20-10 game. We need to stop, OG, the rookie. We need to stop him from having a major game, stuff like that. That always gives you a higher chance to win on the road. As far as Tyson Chandler just clear. He hasn't cleared waivers, but he just officially got waived by the Suns this morning. So now we got to wait 48 hours till we can officially sign him. So he won't be able to play tonight, but hopefully by the next game we'll have him. You said, why are we going ISO Ingram in the fourth? Because you know what? Brandon Ingram needs to get that experience. He needs to become one of the closers. We know Kyle Kuzma's one, LeBron's one. Brandon Ingram needs to be one as well. We just want him to have that aggressive mentality. And again, I know he didn't have the best of games, but how about that poster, man? That's what you like to see when he attacks the rim. So he's going to continue to get better. We just got to continue to be patient, and hopefully the staff makes the right choices down the stretch, right? I did not like how limited Lance Stevenson plays in the fourth, the last couple of games, especially when he has it going. But it is what it is. At least we pulled out the dub, so no complaints from me. He said, Portland complains, a.k.a. fans were quiet and big mad. It's all good, man. Hey, Portland is a very good team. So the fact that we went on the road and beat them through all the controversy, through all the Luke Walton stuff and all that is bodes well for us. It shows us that we can put our head down during adversity. Now we got to try to show it again tonight, but it shows you that we have a very deep team. We've done it already. We've got wins through suspensions, now through all the media circus that's going on. If we can continue to get wins, it'll just show and make us stronger moving forward, right? The resiliency. So we got to continue to just play, man, at this point. And hopefully we get to 500 today. Like I said, shout out to the Rams who played today. Hopefully they get that dub versus Saints. That should be interesting if we continue to go undefeated. I'm telling you guys, we're Super Bowl bound. So that will definitely be Interesting. He said, "What did you think about Lonzo's play yesterday?" It wasn't that good, honestly. Lonzo, so far during his career, again, it's early. I don't really like to judge players till the third or fourth year, but early in his career, he's been on and off. He's a hit or miss type player so far, and it's like when he's really into the game and engaged and playing with high energy, he's really good. And when he can go ghost as well, like the opposite end of the spectrum. So, I mean, anything is possible. We'll see what happens. Rams trash. Get out of here, Tim. You're crazy. We're undefeated. How is that trash? Check the numbers. He said Lonzo plays better at home. That's true too. Younger players tend to play better at home. If you notice, neither Kuz or Ingram had a great game yesterday either, but they did their part. Dan, you play Red Dead 2 yet? Not yet, man. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I'm waiting for next week's paycheck, and then I'll probably pick it up. So I had to pay the rent this week, so I didn't really, I didn't have enough money to grab it because I'm paycheck to paycheck. But maybe by next week I'll have it for sure. Hey, what's up, Venice? How you doing, brother? By the way, I was at the beach last night. It was beautiful, man. I was there till like 4 a.m. Dan, did you see Ingram dunk on Nurkic? Yes, I did. And the way he uses his length to extend, I'm telling you, this kid is going to continue to get better. LeBron was, excited for him. He even went on social media and said, hey, the young king, he's coming this season. I'm telling you, everybody believes in Brandon. We just got to stick with him. I think he will come through for us this season. He said, B.I. wasn't that good. I'm his biggest fan. He needs to try to dunk on every play. He will either get a foul call or a facial. Brandon Ingram's personality, I notice he plays a lot better when he gets mad. Like when calls aren't going in his favor or whatever, he plays a lot better, which is kind of cool because it reminds me of throwback Kobe. Kobe was the best mad player ever. Stu Lance used to always say, mad players are bad players, but Kobe Bryant, that's the exception. Well, Brandon Ingram actually plays a little bit better when he's mad as well. So I just hope that he finds a way to, similar to like the water boy, right? To always, get motivated to play aggressive and hopefully attack the rack, because yes, he can get to the rim. He can get to the rim at will. So that's the good news. Sorry about the dog, guys. He can definitely get to the rim at will, and so that's the good news. Hopefully he continues to develop that because he's very lanky. He's also athletic, and he has a quick first step that he can blow by most of the opponents on any given night. The one thing I want to see Brandon Ingram do more is when he has a small fish. I notice he tends to like shoot a fadeaway or a turnaround jump shot. I want to see him punish the guy, like back him down, go around him, try to go through him, over him, or around him instead of, fade away or just shoot a regular jumper. Unless he has a jump shot going that night and it's a heat check, right? But other than that, I just want to see him be a little more aggressive when he gets a small fish on him. I notice it happens very often, and sometimes he settles. But again, that's part of being young. And there has been plays where he has read the defense and reacted accordingly. But he's still growing, man. He's still getting better. Only 21. What's wrong with Beasley? Have you heard anything, Dan? Michael Beasley has some personal issues, and he hasn't joined the team yet. But that's basically all we know about him. He should join the team by next game. But honestly, he's been kind of AWOL this whole season. We haven't really talked much about Beasley because he hasn't gotten either a lot of playing time, or when he hasn't really done anything with it. So hopefully he finds a way to contribute. As well as Mo Wagner. I can't wait to get him on the court. I want to see what he's capable of. He said, I can't wait to see Rondo and Chandler in the lineup. I'm telling you, our bench is getting better and better. Get the likes up 100. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Timmy. He said, people forgot how young B.I. is. He had a better career than DeMar, Paul George, Kawhi, and Greek Freak when they were the same stage in their careers. Check the stats. Absolutely. And as long as there's improvement, which there has been from season to season, then you got to definitely let the eggs hatch. Just chill out and just let them become something, right? He's barely, his third season, and he's already averaging 17 points per game. So, I mean, most players take off by their third or fourth season. So give him at least another season before you start judging them, guys. He said, agreed, Dan. He needs to learn footwork from Kobe Bryant. Yeah, he does. And Kuzma has great footwork. Sometimes he gets hasty and he releases the ball a little too early. But Kuzma can get to the rim at will. If you could, like I said, if we mix Kuzma and Brandon Ingram's skill sets and length, we'd have a superstar for sure. But both of those players, like Brandon Ingram is patient, and that's good. Kuzma needs to develop a little bit more patience at times because sometimes he just flips the ball up there. He gets hasty because he knows he can score on anybody, which is a good thing, but it can sometimes be a bad thing, depending on shot selection, right? And Brandon Ingram needs to develop some of that aggressiveness that Kyle Kuzma has, some of that energy and passion, the way he attacks the rim, the way he beats people off of that first step, goes around people with his footwork. That's what Brandon Ingram needs more of. So if I were both of them, I would be in the gym working out together and trying to learn from each other. That way they can both master the games. He said, Dan, can you give your thoughts on Isaac Bonga, Mo Wagner, Alex Caruso, and Andre Ingram from last night's South Bay game? I cannot give my thoughts because I haven't even checked out the highlights on that. I was busy yesterday. But, look, that team is going to be ready for whenever they get the call up, right? We know that about Andre Ingram. I was kind of hoping we get him a shot at some point this season. And who knows, maybe we will clear a roster spot or something. I don't know. But there's a potential that Andre Ingram will get a call up if we ever need a shooter. Also, I liked his defense last season. I know it was a very small sample size, but I like what he showed on defense and offense. So I'm curious, nobody has called, but I guess that has to do with age. I noticed that most scouts, they're always scouting for younger players, more athletic. That's the direction the league is moving in. And older veteran players like, Andre Ingram kind of get looked over. But sometimes those guys could definitely come in and contribute. He said Bonga dropped 27. Good. That's what we want. And I figured Bonga would be the G League type. Like I said, when we drafted him, he looks more to me like a draft and stash because he's very raw in potential. You definitely cannot judge his skill set for what it is now, but what it will become in the future. So maybe we got another steal there. You just never know. But we definitely have to, groom him and try to get him to become the type of player the Lakers need at whatever position they want to play him at. So I expect to see Bonga putting up numbers at the G League for sure because he's lanky and all that stuff. But hopefully it translates eventually to the NBA, right? That's the ultimate goal. Hey, what's up, Seb? Only 19 minutes for Zoe. Yeah, but let's be honest, man. He kind of stunk it up in the first quarter. I cannot even talk bad about Luke because he let Rondo rock, and Rondo was the right choice there. Remember, we're trying to win games. It's not about statting, right? Stat padding, sorry. So it doesn't matter who played more minutes. The thing that matters is that Rondo outplayed Lonzo, and he deserved most of the minutes last night, which is I'm totally cool with. However, if this is a continuance, then, it will become a problem. But we do need Lonzo to play a little bit more minutes so he can get more comfortable and he can be that point guard we need him to be. So you going live after the Raptors game, Dan? Well, I was going to go live during the whole game. However, I have family over, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out. I'm still going to try to do that. But if I don't do that, I'm still doing pre and post game. I got you guys for sure. I know the last couple of days I've been busy, but I definitely got you guys, man. I missed you guys, so I want to talk to you guys like I am right now, post game, and then I want to come, pre-game and then post-game as well. Dan, what do you think about the Raptors tonight? Very tough team, especially if Kawhi Leonard plays. They're 8-1 or something like that. So they're exceeding everybody's expectations, and I can no longer say that the Raptors are pretenders because, in my opinion, they got better. I like DeMar, but I always thought hey, him and Kyle Lowry, they're too comfortable. They're not really accomplishing much in the playoffs. They're always second round exit. To me, they were pretenders. They were like the Clippers of the East. But now that they have Kawhi Leonard, that's an MVP candidate. That's a different type of animal. So I think they can really make a run, and that's a team to look out for in the East. That's a dark horse team to knock off the Celtics potentially and get to the finals before them. At least that's what I hope for, because God knows I never want to see the Celtics in the finals unless we're playing them and we're beating them. But other than that, I don't want them to get to the finals before we do. Dan, what do you think about Tyson Chandler pickup? I like it, man. I like it a lot. I think he's very solid. Again, we're not getting the 2010 Tyson Chandler, but I think he can still contribute a lot, especially on the rebounding department. He's a big body. He still has some athleticism. He can box out, veteran guy, great locker room presence. So all in all, it is good, man. It's a good pickup, and I cannot complain. I like the pickup that Magic and Rob did, and especially because if you guys remember me earlier in the season when you guys wanted to sign a random big, I said, let's wait till the season starts, and then we'll see what we're missing, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully something opens up. And it did. Tyson Chandler gets dropped because they're going to full tank mode, and we pick him up. Another person to look at, hopefully they drop him, they buy him out if they go into full all-out tank mode, is Trevor Ariza. I know they just signed him, but if we could get him on a cheap contract, that would be awesome. Even though we don't have roster spots right now, we probably figure that out. But I would like to add a defensive player like Trevor. That would be nice. A wing, two-way player who can slash as well. He still got some game in him. Hey, how you doing? She said, "Hello, Dan. Great to see you again. What are your thoughts about the meeting Magic Johnson had with Luke Walton? Do you like the new lineup change?" My thoughts on that are that's exactly what needed to happen, because there was some sporadic lineups out there at all times. So, by the way, good to see you as well. Thing with that is we haven't really seen like a major lineup change since the meeting. We just seen probably more consistency with the rotations, and that's what I hope to continue to see. But I like the fact that there's a sense of urgency from our front office, and the fact that they're putting the onus on the coaching staff to drop more plays, to continue to preach defense and try to execute down the stretch with the proper lineups. So that's what the meeting was all about. It wasn't. He basically reprimanded Luke Walton because he felt like the half court offense is non-existent, right? At least that's what we heard. But it could have been a lot of things said in that meeting, and we won't know. But I like it. I like the fact that there's a sense of urgency, and we're definitely looking to win now rather than be patient like we've been taking the last 5 years. That kind of approach. So, hey, what's up, Arthur? He said, "Is Bi future MVP?" Too early to tell right now. He still has a lot of developing to do, but the potential is definitely there. We just need to sit back and relax and not throw out any titles prematurely. What do you think the starting lineup should be? I like the starting lineup as it is now. I want Lonzo to get a little bit more minutes so he can get more comfortable. But Lonzo has to step it up. If not, you never know. But by the way, Luke Walton coaches, I wouldn't be shocked if he started Rondo over Lonzo if Lonzo continues to struggle. So he struggled ever since Rondo came back into the lineup. So hopefully he finds his footing again because he was playing great before that. He said we have a lot of young players already. I don't know if Ariza would work. Ariza's not really. You said wing player. Sorry, I read it as young. You're right, but I'm just saying, man. It can never hurt to add another great veteran like Trevor. Trevor forever, man. I'll never forget what he did for our championship team, and he's a very good defender. Honestly, I'd drop KCP and add Trevor in a heartbeat, but that's not going to happen. Dan, I will be at tonight's game at Staples Center. Got some mid-level seats to cheer on our Lakers for sure. Mortal Kombat. That's what's up, brother. Hey, congrats. Enjoy the game and make sure you're heard loud and clear. Let's go Rams. Let's get it. Hey, the Saints are very tough. I think the Saints and the Rams are like neck and neck as far as skill set goes. But I think we'll have the advantage, man, with the new trade we just made. I'm excited to see us just chase after Drew Brees all day long today. I can't wait to see the improvement there on the right end position. Tyson Chandler went to Dominguez High, which is like a block away from where I grew up in Compton, right? Our nearest high school was Compton High, but Dominguez High was literally like a couple streets down. So Tyson Chandler grew up around the same area me and my family did. So that's crazy to think of. And I'm happy he came back home. I hope he plays inspired and puts on a show for his friends and family. So thanks, brother. Hope you and your beautiful wife enjoyed the game. Thanks, Mortal Kombat. I appreciate it, bro. Dante Fowler Jr., yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to see him. I think he debuts today at 1:30, so keep it locked for that. And basically, we have something to watch in between the Laker game, right? So that's exciting. Dan, I know how much you like Lonzo, but let's be real. It's not looking good for him. He's been a non-factor in the past 3 games. Hope he doesn't end up becoming an odd man out. Well, I'm right there with you. I definitely hope he doesn't become an odd man out. And I am being real. I agree with you. He hasn't had, honestly, since Rondo came back to the lineup, Rondo has outshined him for the most part, with the exception of maybe 1 game. But, yeah, he needs to step it up. Definitely. We hold everybody accountable on this channel, man. Lonzo needs to step it up. He needs to get out of his head and just start playing, just start having fun again. He's been doing some little weird turnovers that are like uncharacteristic of him, right? But I'm excited to see what this kid future holds, right? I think he has a very bright future. I'm never going to give up on him to like year 3 or 4 if he continues, being inconsistent. So, hey, what's up, brother? What's up, LA Forever? How you doing, bro? He said, hey, Dan, check out Josh Christopher. He goes to my high school, and they're saying that he's an ex-Kobe. He's ranked top 10 in ESPN. He's my friend, and he says that he hopes the Lakers draft him in 2021. Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, if he's your friend, planting that seed. If he's really that good, tell him, hey, bro, wherever you get drafted, that once that 4 to 5 year contract comes up, keep in mind that the Lakers will be interested, hopefully. Christopher, what was his name again? Christopher. Let me scroll up and see. Christopher, Josh Christopher, for sure. I'll check him out, bro. So, do you think we will get LeBron playoff mode tonight and sweep the Raptors? It would be great to see him hit game winner again. Look, all I ask from LeBron is for him to be engaged for 3/4 of the game at least. I know we're going to give him at least a quarter off per game because we know he's older. But if he can be engaged, especially in the fourth quarter, and just put his head down the way he closed out last night, right? He made sure that they didn't come back by putting his head down and attacking. Finished out with a slam. That's all I asked from him. So, man, I think LeBron is going to take us as far as the coaching staff, as far as the supporting cast take us. I think it's hands on with everybody. So he said, Dan, with both BI and Kuzma starting, we have no rebounding forwards off the bench. Any thoughts? Well, we're about to get Tyson Chandler, who's a very good rebounding big, and Mo Wagner, who I have extremely high hopes for. And you can play him with a combination of Jonathan Williams or whatever. But we got some help coming up. So hopefully we just hang in there and do what we will. Do you think we will get I'm sorry, I already read that one. He said, the Rams were trying to get Jadeveon Clowney, but couldn't, so they settled for Fowler. Imagine if they got Clowney. Yeah, Clowney would have been insane. I didn't even know that the Texans were trading Jadeveon. But, yeah, definitely, man. And in the NFL, you can get some top-notch talent if you could just put up with bad personalities. And I think, with Wade Phillips here and Sean McVay, I think we can basically take anybody under our wing. We did it with Sue. We've done it with some of those type of players. So there's talent to be had. Somebody I don't understand that is not in the league right now is Des Bryant. He's super skilled. I know he had a couple of bad seasons, but I still believe in his talent. And I'm shocked that he's not in the league. I know, again, the NFL is very politic involved. Like, if you upset an owner, he'll put in bad word and nobody will pick you up type stuff. But, man, talent should always trump personality, in my opinion. Of course, it matters if the players, locker room cancer and all that. But to me, there's a lot of talent to be had in the NFL as long as you put up with, that personality. You're able to, check their ego at the door. So that's the interesting part about the NFL. And Dante Fowler Jr. is another one of those guys. He could be a hothead, but he has all the talent in the world, former first-round pick. And that front line is going to be coming after a quarterback near you, just killing it. And I can't wait till we get to the Super Bowl because I feel like this is the Rams' year. I think they're going all the way. Anthony Davis to the Lakers. Anthony Davis to the Lakers. It could happen, but it would take some horrible losing streak by the Pelicans. It'll take a trade request from Anthony Davis to happen, and it'll take a huge package. Those three things need to happen in order for Anthony Davis to be traded this season. If not, they're going to hold on to him as long as they can because he's a ticket seller. And let's face it, the Pelicans are just there to sell tickets. They're not trying to build a contender. They're just trying to sell tickets. They proved it when they traded for DeMarcus. They've proved it that they're not really trying to build a championship team, which is why I think eventually Anthony Davis will leave on his own. So they're better off trading for that, big time package if I was them. But we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting to monitor that situation, and I'll keep my ear close to the ground, and I'll let you know if I hear anything. Hey, Dan, is Tyson Chandler confirmed to the Lakers too? I mean, it's all but confirmed that when Adrian Wojnarowski reports something, it's 99.9% going to happen. So it's not official till the ink is on the paper. But for now, I'd say I trust it. Adrian reported it, and that's why I came on and I talked to you guys about it. If not, I don't even bring it up. He said, do you think Zubac plays again? I hope so, because we do need size. And even though he's not that great, his body does make it a bit tougher. And that through the course of a game, that wears down opponents, right? Now they're missing layups at the rim in the fourth quarter and stuff like that. So I look at the big picture. Whenever Zubac is out there, at least he's putting a big body on guys who normally are used to getting easy buckets, right? When there's no big body out there. So even though they get a bucket, as long as Zoo makes them work for it a little bit with his big body, then it's a win for me. So I would hope that he plays. We cannot afford to go small against this team. They got plenty of bigs that could punish us down low. They even got a lot of workhorse type forwards as well, right? Wings and all that. So we have to be careful tonight, and that's why I would play either Jonathan Williams or Zubats. Make them work a little bit. Again, they're not the best defensive bigs. They give up a lot of points. They bite on almost everything. But at least, they make it a little bit tougher than if Kuzma was running at the 5. That's just my opinion. The last primetime game I watched was the Pelicans game, and Julius Randle had like 20 points at halftime. If only we still had him. Yeah, but all of a sudden the Pelicans have started losing. So even though they're putting up all these great numbers, they've fallen off from what they started, their hot start. So again, a lot of teams are fool's gold early, and, you kind of start seeing who they truly are 20, 25 games into the season. So the Pelicans look like one of the best teams in the West, and all of a sudden they've dropped, 4 out of their last 5. And so, if you really miss Julius that much, even though he's putting up the numbers, they're still not getting the wins, even though they got AD and him, right? You would think that it translates to wins. One thing about Julius is that he took a lot of possessions off defensively as well. When he wanted to, he was a very capable defender, could switch 1 through 5, but he took off so many defensive possessions that at times we would be sitting here criticizing him on this channel. So as much as a talent as he is, he's not what people are. He's not our hero, right? He's not going to come and save the team even if he was here, right? He would definitely be helpful in punishing on the offensive glass and on the offensive end, but defensively, he still needs a lot of work. So it's cool if you get 20 to 25, but it's not cool if you give up 20 to 25. It's irrelevant, right? It kind of cancels out your points. So I like players that play on both ends, and that's why JaVale McGee, Defensive Player of the Year, in my opinion. Is Kawhi playing tonight? He's a game-time decision. I haven't heard anything about it, but most likely I think he is. He's going up against LeBron. I'm sure he's going to want to play. I'd be shocked if he doesn't play. Hey, Dan, did you enjoy that bonfire last night? I did. I enjoyed it big time. It was really nice. Thanks for asking. He said Randall's agent was D'Lo's agent. He wasn't staying. Exactly. And not just that, but Randall's agent was also that idiot Paul George agent that couldn't even get us a meeting with him. So everything happens for a reason, though. Paul George is struggling, so I'm kind of happy he didn't come here. He said, Dan, do you honestly think that we can make the finals? You know what? Anything's possible. I'm not going to go out and make a prediction right now. We got to see what type of team we have come December, come January. That's when we can kind of know. But for now, I'm optimistic. I still believe sky is the limit. The Lakers have all the talent. We're averaging up in the 120s, guys. That tells you that we're close to as gifted as Golden State. Now, defensively, we got a lot of work to do. So, a lot of room for improvement, but we have the world of talent for sure. He said, I feel like Ingram would be better if he ISO'd without a screener. He said the screener always clogs the lane, and B.I. always has to settle for a shot instead of taking the ball all the way to the rack. Again, that comes with calling plays, man. That's up to the coaching staff. So, Randall was a turnover king. Yeah, he was. He definitely was. He was very sloppy at times. Like they used to say, he was like a bull in a china shop. But he has all the talent in the world as well, man. Let's not kid ourselves. Julius Randle is very talented. I just honestly think about Julius to me is that defensively he can be a liability at times, even though when he wanted to, he was very good. But I just feel like he gets lazy, man. He takes possessions off as well defensively, similar to how LeBron does it. So we didn't really miss out on a lot there as far as the LeBron for Julius swap defensively. But offensively, we gained a way more consistent, way more efficient, way more, make the team better type player in LeBron over Randall. So I'm not complaining at all. I wish him the best. Too bad he didn't stay because, anyways, I'm not sure how it would have worked out since he's a power forward and JaVale McGee's a center. Like, who was going to go to the bench? Brandon Ingram for Julius? I don't know. It wouldn't have worked out anyways. And I think Julius knew that. That's why he left. LeBron and Julius play very similar. You can't have two forwards, trying to clog up the paint like that. That wouldn't work out either. So, honestly, I think the writing was on the wall for Julius. And since he never developed a consistent jump shot, and Kuzma did, Kuzma's a more consistent jump shooter. Kuzma just fits in on any offensive scheme, and Julius needs a particular type of. If you notice, he's not even starting for the Pelicans. Nikolai Mirotic is. So That shows you that Julius's style of play is better suited for like a six-man role type guy, similar to Lamar Odom. Unfortunately for him. And now this was the old NBA where we had the Amari Stoudemire's, the Charles Barkley types. He would have made bread and butter because he loves to bang. But this is a new style of NBA, and you need to be able to stretch the floor consistently to give your shot the best floor, to give your team the best floor spacing available, right? So that's the problem with Julius, and that's why we went Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram over Julius, right? You had to choose. That's the same reason we got rid of Larry Nance, because he didn't have that outside jump shot either. As much as I love Larry, but these are more old school type power forwards, very similar to like Amari, guys that like to go inside off of screen and rolls. So Dan, any more music coming? Love the track with you and your girl. You know what? It will. We're definitely gonna make more music. It's just thing is, I've been working, been hanging out a lot with family, making time for my family and friends. So, but I do, man. We just got that Fruity Loop, so we've been recording. I can't wait to put out some more stuff with not just my girl, but with other people as well. Collaborations. I love music, man. I really do. So if you guys enjoy it, as long as you guys request it, it's coming your way for sure. So Ingram is the key, and he has to attack the rim and stop settling for jumpers. And defense is the biggest problem. We fix that. We'll be just fine. Teams score easy. That's our biggest flaw. Yes, sir. So how's Demi? Haven't seen him. Unfortunately, he's struggling. His brother recently, I don't know if he wants me to put out his business, but hopefully he doesn't, get upset. But his brother passed, unfortunately, and he's been struggling, man. Rest in peace to his brother. It's tough, man. It's tough. I haven't seen him ever since, and I miss dude for sure. But hopefully he's all right, man. I send him a message, hopefully some words of encouragement. But there's only so much you can do in a situation like that. It's always tough, man. Dan, will you ever join the rap battle contest? I'm more of a musician, man. I'm an artist. I'm not much of a rap battler type of guy. I used to do it growing up in the streets, just for fun. But, I've never been like somebody who likes to insult people for fun. You know what I mean? It's just when you're amongst friends, cool. But just, I don't know. I could really destroy some people going at their necks. Like I'm a master trash talker. So I think it wouldn't be fair if I rap battle people. And I just don't like doing it. I don't like putting people down. It's borderline bullying. And I don't like that, right? I'm not tripping on Kawhi. Me neither. There's plenty of options, so it is what it is. He said, Dan, do you think Alonzo should run the offense more? I mean, depends, man. He needs to learn how to play off ball consistently as well. I mean, not just hitting jumpers, but I want him to learn how to slash more efficiently, teardrop. He needs to add some more things to his game, man. So hopefully he continues to get better. As far as a point guard position, you need to have the teardrop in your arsenal. Kyle Kuzma's not a guard, and he has that in his arsenal. So, you need to be able to mix it up. That way, you always have the defense on edge. That's what Rondo does. He mixes it up. He has a couple of shots in his bag, and he goes in whenever he needs to. So, so you should be tripping on Kawhi. He is the best free agent on the market. But what he means by we ain't tripping is that we could use him, but do we need him to continue to, our quest for a championship? If we get Kevin Durant, we ain't complaining, right? If we get, Klay Thompson, a lot of people won't be complaining. I'm not a huge Klay fan, but a lot of people are. So what I'm saying is there's other options available as well. Kawhi, he's just very special talent, but if he doesn't come, if he rather goes to the Clippers, collect a paycheck and rot, then good riddance. The Ty got officially bought out today. It takes like 48 hours to clear waivers. Exactly. Yeah, we touched on that earlier. Yeah, it'll be about it'll be a couple of hours, man, for sure. 48 hours, I think, and hopefully we'll have him back by next game for sure. Kawhi actually lied about not liking the Lakers. Video came out saying that I'm from Cali, so I watch the Lakers a lot. I'm paraphrasing. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Look, the dude has to say the right things to feel comfortable where he's at right now. But at the end of the day, we're not going to lose any sleep over Kawhi Leonard. We already have one max free agent and a bright future with young talent. Whoever wants to join this team and make a run at the title, they're going to be the truly lucky ones to be here, not the other way around. Bradley Beal would be a good pickup. Yeah, he would, but I don't know what the asking price would be for Bradley Beal. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. I'm going to try to bring you guys a live game reaction of the game tonight. But I have family over right now, even though they're very quiet. And hopefully, if they're still here, then I'll just do pregame and postgame, and I'll postpone it for the next game. But I got you guys for sure. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. I appreciate you too, Christian. Thank you. And I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace out.